Hello to everyone, my name is Alexander Patiño. Today we're going to show you the presentation about the process quality. The first part we will see the software monitoring model. The second item is the characteristics of the software process evaluation model SPICE. The third part is a structure of ISO 15504 and the next step is the process of the software life cycle ISO 12207, and finally we will see the conclusions about this topic. The first item, software monitoring model. This model was born because in the past the quality of the software was not taken care of, which gave rise to many errors and the time of use, because the quality was only focused on detecting errors in a testing phase on the software was development. Nowadays, the above mentioned was improved, and nowadays it's not only important the error detection, but also the definition of the process that will be used in the software development in order to assure the software quality. Software quality can be summarized in the following characteristics: software process, error detection, and software. Some of the processes that allow to assure the quality of a software are the following: establishment of a common methodology and work assistance, establishment of roles, developers, analytics, project manager, etc. Assignment of responsibilities, the definition of the technologies to be used, for example C++ and Java for the business logic. However, in order for the process to improve product quality, they must meet certain requirements. These requirements it's about must return the results that were expected or that were not established, must be based on an adequate definition of the process, have to be constantly improved depending on the objectives of the organization. The above can be summarized as following: if an organization does not clearly define its process, omits them, does not control them, or does not improve them, it's considered an immature organization. But if it complies with the above, is defined as a mature organization. Therefore, the best way to ensure the quality of a software product is to define process, establishing a method to measure, control, and improve them, giving rise to the fact that mature organization can be measured by the different degrees of maturity in relation to their process. Characteristics of the software process evaluation model SPICE. This model is based on the ISO IEC 15504 standard, and is used to certify the monitoring of software development process, which is basically the same as CMMI. The difference is based on the fact that the SPICE certification tends to be cheaper and also easier to evaluate science, being based on an ISO standard. It can be easily integrated with other ISO standards such as ISO 27001 and the other standard ISO that we can see in this presentation. SPICE and ISO. SPICE follow with the Management System Certification Scheme ISO standards, so annual audits are carried out. There is an initial audit consisting of a stage 1 and a stage 2, and in the following years surveillance audits are carried out every year, and every 3 years a certification audit is carried out. The levels established by the SPICE model are based on ISO 15504 and are as follows. Level 5, optimized. The process is improved continuously. Level 4, predictable. The process is managed using quantitative techniques. Level 3, established. An adapted process is used based on a standard process. Level 2, made. The process is managed. And level 1, performed. The process is performed and there are evidence. And level 0 is incomplete. The process is not complete. The levels established by the SPICE model are based on ISO and are the following. This is the continuation and the previous diapositive. The majority of organization certificate is the SPICE model. At level 2 and 3 begin the level 2, the first certificable level. So, level 0 and level 1 are not certificable, especially the level 0, which indicates that the process are not implemented. The types of the levels audit. The SPICE certification scheme is similar to that of other ISO management. For example, ISO 27001, ISO 9001, etc. Therefore, a SPICE certification audit is composed of the following types of audit: initial audit, surveillance audit, recertification audit. This is the 3 points when SPICE certificate an organization. The level of audit. 1. Composed by stage 1. The audit is planned and the documentation is rewarded. And stage 2, the audit is performed to verify that the organization has complemented the system, in this case the SPICE model. 2. Similar to stage 2 of the initial audit, is concluded the audit to check in this case that the organization maintains the system, and the point 3, the certificate used by a certification body usually have a duration of 3 years, after which is necessary to renew it, and again repeat the certification process, but without stage 1 and stage 2, that is, there will be surveillance audits each year until a new certification audit, recertification audit, taking in consideration in the model space. After each audit, the lead auditor is responsible for issuing an final report with the results of the audit. This report may contain findings and the company needs to address by developing a corrective action plan. A structure of ISO 15504. This process consists of 10 fundamental parts, which are information technology, process assessment, part 1, concept and vocabulary. information technology process assessment part, and 2 performing assessment. Excuse me. Okay, the first part, this first part of the standard previous information about basic concepts relate to the evaluation of process. On the other hand, it also provides information about the terminology used in the standard for the evaluation of process. Therefore, this standard simply provides information about basic concepts and vocabulary that is used in all standards for the evaluation of the process. The second part sets some minimum requirements to carry out the evaluation of process, so it tends to be used by certification bodies to perform certification audits. Excuse me. And the part 3, it provides guidelines for evaluation using a reference, the ISO 15504, providing an overview of the evaluation of process. In addition, this part of the standard also offers a guide to establishing the frameworks for the process capability measurement oriented in the selection and used to assessment tools. Okay, the part 4. This part of the standard also provides guidance, but in this case the guide helps to improve process and also helps to determine the capability of a process. It will make an analysis of a process based on their results. The parts 5. This part of the standard basically show an example about how to perform an assessment according to the requirement of part 2 of the ISO that we saw in the previously diapositive. For the evaluation also relies on the model process and establishing a series of indicators for process capability. Okay, the part 6 consists of the standard, and this part is similar to part 5. So also this part also gives an examples about how to perform an assessment according to the requirement, and in this case is used only as a process reference model, the standard 15288. Okay, the part 7. This part of the standard is one of the most important because and mainly establishing minimum requirements for an assessment of the mandatory of an organization. For this assessment, for maturity is relies mainly on the evaluation of the ability of the process, so it has an important link with the ISO. And the part 8, this part of the standard also provides an examples of evaluation of process, but in this case focus on the process. And the part 9, this part of an standard essential establishing a number of requirements in order to be able to determine the ability to achieve the organization's specific needs using process profiles. And the final part is the 10 safely extension. This part of the standard basically adds a security component and as